Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I wanted to come on here to talk about something that I found to be really pathetic and honestly just over the top for no reason. If you guys have no idea what this video is going to be about, just let me explain. So there's this commentary YouTuber, Think Before You Sleep, and he's pretty big here on YouTube. He has 800,000 subscribers, and what he does on his channel is he talks about things. Of course, he's a commentary channel, and he criticizes a lot of people in his videos. And the reason why we actually happen to be talking about him today is because recently he made a video on a certain creator. This creator goes by the name of Illymation. She posted this video 3 months ago and it's titled Perks of Being the Fat Kid. I watched this video and after watching it, I would not say this is the best video ever, and there are a lot of things that should definitely be criticized in this video, and it looks like one day Think Before You Sleep saw this video. He really didn't agree with it and he decided to make his own video criticizing that video essentially and criticizing her. Now for a lot of people, and I think most people, people don't like being told that they're wrong and people don't like being criticized. That's why a lot of us commentary channels get a lot of flack from different people, and this is also why the people who we criticize in most cases don't like us. But it's one thing to take something that somebody is saying about you or giving criticism to you about and to just not like them for it or to not agree with them, but it's a whole nother thing to try and get them deplatformed for it, all because you don't like that you had a video made on you. Because that's exactly what happened in this situation. She made her video about the perks of being a fat kid. He went on to make his video criticizing her video. She sees it and she's not too happy about it. And then 9 days ago, Think Before You Sleep put out this video titled Woke YouTuber is Trying to Deplatform Me. And I think we know who this is in reference to. Now in this video, TBYS details how she was false flagging his channel essentially. If you guys don't know what false flagging is, it's essentially where you report somebody's video and you don't do it because there's actually something in the video that isn't supposed to be there, something that would go against the community guidelines. No, you do it for the main goal of being malicious and trying to get the video taken down for whatever you can because you don't like it because somebody criticized you and your video. Because I'll be honest here, the criticism that TBYS gave you for your video, of course you're not going to like it because you probably put a lot of hard effort into your video, maybe not with the research, but and you want it to be right and you want people to enjoy your video and you didn't want to be criticized because, you were wrong.
Hi everyone. I usually don't start videos out like this, but today is a special occasion. Earlier, I found out that someone I made a video on got offended and has started a mass flagging campaign against me to try and get this video taken down. For everyone who is out of the loop, a few days ago, I made a video about a YouTuber who goes by illymation or Alyssa, where I basically spent 30 minutes saying, I don't like your video, and here's why. A thing that many YouTubers do. I've criticized other YouTubers have criticized me, sometimes we have a little internet battle, those are fun, and by the end of it, everyone moves on with their life after about a week or two, except Alyssa. Now, because of the urgency of the situation, and considering that my channel is on the line because Alyssa has millions of followers, and she's well connected to a bunch of other powerful YouTubers, I rushed to make a community post about it just in case I got a channel strike before I got the chance to comment. If you already read that community post, I gave the gist of the situation there, but I'll be going further into detail in this video. That being said, earlier I received an email from a follower giving a well-detailed description about how Alyssa is trying to get me a channel strike because she didn't like a video that she admits to not even watching.
Now, I just wanted to say, not everybody who makes videos on other creators has constructive or good criticism. I mean, sometimes you just get the people who flat out hate you and want any little thing to use against you to hate on you, and they just spew the most random BS on their video, so it's pretty much just a hate video. It's not even a criticism video. And the difference between a criticism video, like a constructive criticism video, and somebody who's just making a hate video because they simply do not like you, is that with constructive criticism, of course you're being criticized, but the criticism is meant for you to take it and for you to make your content better. It's essentially feedback on what you're posting, and either you can choose to take that feedback and use it to make your content better if you did happen to be wrong, which I mean, let's be honest here, you kind of were wrong, or you can just choose to ignore it and wait a little bit until people just do not care. But no, you didn't even pick either one of those options. You decided, oh hey, I'm gonna go over to this dude's channel, not even fucking watch the video, just see that dude made a video on me, thought it was absolute bullshit, so I decided, hey, I'm gonna go over to one of my smaller platforms, which happened to be Tumblr for whatever reason, who even fucking uses that anymore, and then proceeds to make a post telling everybody to mass flag this guy's channel in an attempt to either get his video taken down or his whole channel taken down. So it looks like somebody asked Illymation if they saw the video that TBYS made on her, and they said, did you see this total creep who did a takedown on your fat kid animation? It's the exact sort of insane you'd expect from someone mad at the idea of weight isn't isn't actually the only thing that matters in life. Illymation goes on to respond and says, yes, brownie face, I didn't watch it. A friend did though and gave me a rundown. I advise others not watch the video or his channel either. Do not engage. Don't give him a single second of watch time or ad revenue. So yeah, straight off the bat, I mean, she didn't even watch the video. Like, at least watch the video before you're gonna tell people, oh, don't watch it. I mean, I guess you can tell people not to watch it, but like to take issue with it when you haven't even seen the whole thing or even watched any of it, it's just insane to me. Let alone that the friend who was telling her and gave her a rundown of this video could have been blowing things out of proportion to make this video seem like it was 10 times worse than it actually was. Because I definitely don't think that she's going to agree with the video being made on her because, you know, everybody wants to be right, of course, and most people don't like being criticized or told they're wrong, but maybe if she watches the video, maybe she would understand a little bit on where this guy is coming from despite his political views, and maybe she can use that to make her content better. And the thing that really gets me, by the way, with this person who asked if she had seen this video is that apparently TBYS is a creep for making a video on another person. There was more than just a hate video, by the way. Like, there were actually some good criticisms that were made in his video, and it's not like he was talking shit or calling you fucking retarded for the takes that you were making in your video. Like, not everybody is going to agree on every topic or every situation. Not everybody has the same political views or the same ideologies, and there are always going to be people who disagree with you. There are going to be people who agree with you also, but just always remember there are different perspectives and people with different takes all over the place, and people aren't going to always agree, and that's fine. But trying to take down this guy's whole channel because you don't agree with what he had to say in your video, despite the fact that you didn't even watch it, is beyond pathetic. Now, for the people who are interested in what the friend said to illymation to make illymation hate this video and not even want to watch it, was this right here, and it's fucking insane. Just remember what I said about blowing things out of proportion and making things seem like they're worse than they actually are, and just take a look at this.
And to what her friend said about the video, because everyone knows that a game of telephone is always the best way to get the most accurate representation of an event. Anyways, finish the entire video. Guy is just dog whistling to misogynist. Well, that certainly is a completely non-biased and fair assessment of my video that not only brings up my bad points, but my good points as well, and totally doesn't preempt Alyssa to hate me before any of the video is discussed. Sarcasm aside, may I remind people like I did in this video here, that while my viewership is mostly male, my female audience is between 15 and 20% on a typical month. If I was just posting radicalized misogyny in every video, then I wouldn't have this many women watching the channel.
Yeah, it's really interesting that, you know, women are watching the channel despite the fact that this guy is a misogynist, right? Like, when did he ever say, I hate fat chicks? Like, what? I don't think he ever said that. And I watched most of his first video on illymation. So yeah, just stop lying. Stop it. Oh yeah, and I just figured I would bring this up. There's literally women in the comments section donating to him through super things saying, woo, female watcher here. I'm happy to see so many people tired of all the BS when it comes to victim mentality. Are we possibly going back to sanity? Gosh, I hope so. Like, yeah, if there are women in the comment section saying things like that, I'm having a real hard time believing that apparently this guy is a misogynist, and that's what his video criticizing her video was about, let alone that that's not what his video was about. And this is coming from somebody who watched most of the video.
He spends a very high percentage of the video personally attacking Illy's appearance. Well, first of all, the fashion section was less than 10% of the content. It was 2 minutes and 45 seconds of a 37-minute video. Second, you also forgot to mention the part where I began that section highlighting Alyssa's good features to aim people's attention towards, and gave 2 examples of what she looks like when she styles herself correctly, and compared that to when she styles herself incorrectly. The reason I did that is because many people think they're ugly when they actually aren't. They just have bad fashion. I did a whole video about it here discussing multiple YouTubers who would look way better if they just took care of their appearance. Alyssa would be just as attractive as all the people she said she compares herself to in the Perks of Being the Fat Kid video if she just learned good fashion. Can we all see why you should watch a video before you rile up a hate mob? When you hear personally attacking Illy's appearance, there are a lot of ways that can be interpreted. Some of them can be cruel and malicious bullying. Others could be, hey, you're actually not ugly, just do these things here and you'll look great.
Yeah, no, I definitely see where he's coming from here. Like, you can have bad style, you can take pictures like in really weird ways. Like, I see some people on social media like taking pictures of like their forehead and whatnot, like the view of their forehead. And I don't know, man, it's not really attractive to me, but I understand what he is saying, and that, you know, it wasn't meant to like make fun of the way she looks. It was actually to help her out, which is quite frankly constructive criticism. It's good feedback somebody can use to better themselves if they really want to.
Alyssa's friend says this next. My judgment is that this guy appeals to the same audience as your Jordan Petersons and Ben Shapiros without any of the qualifications that those two regrettably have. Why would she assume that I'm a fan of Ben Shapiro when I made fun of his sister's terrible fashion recommendations in the very same video? I love how she glossed over that one. But at the end of that image, she's making an appeal to authority argument by saying that Jordan Peterson has a degree in psychology, Ben Shapiro is a lawyer, and I'm not qualified to speak because I'm not a psychologist or a lawyer. Well, for one, we're talking about health and fitness here, and what sort of certifications does Alyssa have in either of those fields to be qualified to talk about them in her video?
Yeah, it's definitely blowing things out of proportion on top of lying and making up things to make this guy seem like he's the worst person ever. And this is why maybe you shouldn't be listening to other people and like what they believe actually happened in the videos and what this guy's channel is about. Maybe you should watch his video before you go tell people to not watch it and mass flag it and try to get his channel taken down. Now, granted, you really should never be trying to get somebody's channel mass flagged, taken down, because it really is just not the right thing to do, especially if they're innocent and haven't done anything wrong, because literally this guy did nothing wrong. He criticized you and you did not like it.
Guess who does have certifications to talk about fitness? Me. I don't mention it a lot because constantly talking about your qualifications sounds a lot like insecure bragging, but I did say I was a fitness professional in my reaction to Alyssa, and my personal qualifications are a bachelor's degree in kinesiology, an NSCA personal training certificate, and a 200-hour yoga teacher certificate. I also have about 12 years of combined experience in the fitness industry and in sports, and I taught for about 10 of those years. I am very well educated in this field. I constantly learn new information in it, and it's one of the reasons why my fitness and weight loss videos do so well. It's because my advice actually works and has resulted in many people losing weight. Again, if we all have to have degrees in this stuff, where are Alyssa's qualifications to give health advice to kids?
Wow, that really seems like a great video, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, when it comes down to things like that, things that I'm not qualified in, I'm definitely not trying to talk about them for a YouTube video, because things that I'm not qualified to be talking about, it's like I wouldn't know what I'm talking about, so I'd be wrong with a lot of the things that I would be saying. And realistically, if I were to make a video and talk about something that I'm not qualified to be talking about, I would probably consult somebody who is qualified and see what they have to say about it and then use that in my video. And she obviously could have done something like this because she is really big. She's probably making a shit ton of money. And then that would have been great because then her video would have been perfect. It would have been great.
Where's her degree? All she did was talk about how uneducated she is on this subject and starts the video out by saying this.
I started dieting at the age of 11. I looked over at whatever Weight Watching, Jennifer Craig, Fitnessing Pal, MLM, Facebook scam my parents were up to, and I copied them.
So she's preempting the video telling you that she's unqualified. And then she spends the whole video talking about how the advice of the professionals that she chose to listen to didn't lead her to her goals.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that TBYS knows what he's talking about, and maybe you should have watched his video before telling everybody to go mass report it. And I mean, regardless, if you don't want to take the criticism that he has for you, just ignore it and it will go away. Like, I'm not even lying. It literally would go away after like a month. And TBYS even says this in his video, like if you just left it and you ignored it, despite not liking it, you held yourself back from going onto Tumblr trying to get people to take his video down, then you wouldn't have had another video made on you that now has the ability to potentially jeopardize your career. Like at this point, if I were her, I would just come out and apologize for what she did, say that she's gonna do better, she's gonna do better research, she's gonna actually watch people's criticism videos before telling people not to watch them and flag them. But I mean, regardless, don't flag people's videos unless you know that they actually broke a community guideline, or just don't do it at all. Now, near the end of the video, because I'm not going over the whole video here because that would make a really long video for me, I just figured I would put that part in because despite her trying to get his channel taken down and his videos taken down, he still even goes on to say the good things about her channel and not just talk about all the bad things.
Now, I will say that I think most of Alyssa's videos are fine. I think she gives decent advice on how to deal with an autistic partner. I think it's great that she's trying to destigmatize mental health treatment with videos like this. And I thought that most of the videos that I watched of hers were entertaining and relatable. I mostly just had a problem with her video on fat acceptance. That being said, we can see that she promotes Noah Samsen and Hassan, and at least her boyfriend is a fan of them. The fact that she associates with Hassan yet flips out over light criticism from me is really funny. Because you know how I'll take time to say good things about a person, argue their points fairly by bringing up their good arguments, and make sure to not poke fun at the things that they can't change? Well, Hassan does none of that. He's spent hours reacting to my videos over the past 2 years, basically calling me every name in the book.
Dude, shut the fuck up, you stupid, cringe, weirdo nerd, dude. How are you like a 14-year-old pasty little incel on the internet when I make fun of like pasty little shit-skinned incels? You're just a pussy, dude.
Hassan is well known for the type of behavior that you would consider harassment, so don't try feigning ignorance, especially if your boyfriend is a fan. You have to have seen him do this stuff.
So yeah, essentially he took issue with one of the videos that she made. He decided to criticize it on his channel, gave some really good criticism to her, and then after getting mass flagged by her, he makes this video, he criticizes her some more, and then near the end he was saying some good things about her channel. Like, that's crazy, because if it were me, I don't know if I would hold back, honestly. I definitely would not like compliment their channel, but yeah, I don't think the videos that he made on you were supposed to be more than like constructive criticism. He saw your video, didn't really like it, he decided to make his own video criticizing your video, and that's because he had a different opinion, and that's totally fine. So I just have to say, you kind of fucked up here, and maybe you should watch criticism videos before you decide to take issue with them and do crazy things because you don't like the fact that somebody made a video on you. And overall, if it just happens to be that you can't take criticism and you can't handle other people having opinions about your content and your channel, maybe you shouldn't be doing YouTube. Maybe you shouldn't be on social media, because there are so many people on here who have differing opinions, and people aren't always going to agree with you, and you just have to accept that. Now, with that being said, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you happen to enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so the video gets promoted more in the algorithm so more people see it. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support really means the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. Now, once again, with that all being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.